Hello, everyone. Welcome to OnePiece Labs and ZOG AI Web3 batch final demo day in 2024. My name is Dafu DAFU. I'm the partner at OnePiece Labs. We are a Web3 incubator providing one-stop solutions to help the founders grow to the next stages. We focus on incubation, community, and acceleration. For this AI Web3 batch, we are honored to work with the world's hottest AI Web3 project, Zero Gravity. We really appreciate their trust and support. Together, we selected 10 amazing teams from hundreds of applicants. And for the past 10 weeks, our team, ZeroG team, we have been working very closely with all the incubatees, sharing our knowledge and resources. And we have seen massive growth on them. Some of them already got written checks. Some of them got really good traction. Some of them got problem solved on technology, some breakthrough. And some of them got really huge partner networks. Frankly speaking, working on a Web3 project is not easy. So that is why all the incubatees in our cohort work very hard. And we are really proud of them. We cannot wait to share these projects with you. If you are looking for potential alpha projects to invest in, I believe this is the right demo day you should watch. Okay, without further ado, I'd like to invite our dear partner, Michael, the CEO and founder from ZeroG, on the stage.
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's an absolute thrill for me to be here alongside our amazing co-hosts, OnePiece Labs, without whom this day would not have been possible. This is really an amazing, momentous occasion in our history of ZeroG Labs because it's our inaugural of what's going to be many demo days. And so for those who are new to our community, let me give a quick introduction. ZeroG, or Zero Gravity Labs, is a decentralized AI operating system empowering builders to create the future of Web3 and AI with highly scalable infrastructure. That's both available at the data level and soon at the execution level for any AI applications on chain. So we've grown our ecosystem to more than 300 companies building on top of us and pushing the boundaries of what's really possible, with more than 4 million transactions per week in our testnet and also a 67x oversubscription rate on validators. But today is not really about ZeroG. It's really about all the amazing companies building in our ecosystem and all of you, the best investors in Web3 and AI, because you make building in the space a possibility. So this is truly about the future of AI, and I'm incredibly proud and joyful for you to meet our builders. So let's get started.
Hive is a cost-effective, human-powered data labeling platform that utilizes blockchain technology to save operational overhead and provide immutable data provenance records.
Hi, my name is Andreas Schem. I'm CEO and founder of Hive AI, and we unlock 10 times better data labeling efficiency utilizing Web3. Our founding team consists of myself, Marius, and Will. I've recently acted as Ecosystem and Operations Director for Human Protocol, and this is my third business in Web3. Marius is a computer and cognitive science expert and NLP specialist, having released multiple papers, and he has worked for companies such as Ubisoft. Will is our commercial expert with a proven track record in venture and growth. Together, we have decades of experience in strategy, deal-making, and founding startups. As you're probably aware, there's exponential growth in investment into AI. Scale AI, for example, has recently raised $1 billion at a $14 billion valuation. It is not just the big companies, though. The average valuation of an AI startup from seed to Series A has jumped 9 times on average. AI has a huge issue, though. Model training costs are skyrocketing, while data quality is actually dropping. Current approaches to solve this do not work. Scraping the internet leads to lawsuits, relying solely on machines lead to model collapse, and then there's regulation looming like the EU AI Act. We have interviewed hundreds of experts in the field of AI, and the 3 biggest issues were cost, scalability, and quality. So how do we solve this? Let's say a company wants to catch up and create their own LLM or custom AI model, as LLMs are not suited for every task. Up to 40% of all costs are related to data cleaning, labeling, and documentation, for example. This is where our systems and blockchain help. We are solving these issues of cost and scalability by giving direct access to global workforces through smart contracts, which allows us to massively reduce operational overhead and increase completion speed. We are up to 8 times faster and 10 times cheaper than alternatives, utilizing hybrid machine and human input. Our specialized reputation system has built-in constant quality checks and distributes tasks based on monitored performance, while a proof of balance system requires labelers to stake our token to protect against bad actors and improve answers. This leads to higher quality at drastically lower cost. To give an example, the experiments we have run allowed us to be 12 times cheaper than Amazon's SageMaker. A huge percentage of the workforce comes from areas like South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia, meaning up to 60% are unbanked. Providing them with crypto wallets and paying out in crypto allows them to start earning instantly, while also dramatically reducing transfer costs and enabling micropayments. We are also utilizing Zero-G's programmable data availability infrastructure to provide an immutable data track record for model creation, providing maximum transparency and traceability, like required by the EU AI Act, and also protecting against copyright infringement lawsuits. And lastly, even while the labelers are performing tasks, we are upskilling them utilizing gamification and e-learning best practices, enabling them to work on more advanced tasks, which is very important as a sizable gap exists between entry and expert level labelers. We are an end-to-end AI partner, coming in wherever needed, no matter if it is pure data labeling or consulting on choosing and deploying the right models. Our industry experiments have proven that we are substantially cheaper while still providing the same or even higher accuracy levels and very fast turnaround times. We also offer flexible self-service, and our transparent data provenance records, worker upskilling, and Web3 supported micropayments are unique to the industry. We're going to be finished with our MVP development at the beginning of October and looking to convert the alpha pipeline across industries like advertising, research, content moderation, media, and compliance. And we can't wait to start our full business development efforts. With the trajectory of our pipeline and go-to-market strategy, we're projecting $5 million in revenue by 2026. Our full financial model is available in our data room. As we are building a decentralized community of workers, our main utilities will be governance and payment. As a secondary utility, workers will be required to provide a proof of balance to access more complex but higher paid jobs. Having skin in the game counteracts poison data attacks and has been proven to increase answer quality. More information on our tokenomics is available in our white paper. With the money we are raising, we will be able to launch our full self-service dashboard, deploy on the Zero-G mainnet, build out the advanced credentialing and training pipelines, and convert our agreements, as well as strengthen our business development and community building efforts, for example, preparing the TGE. Our first private earned is open right now. We are currently raising $2 to $3 million. We have already 500K committed, and we're looking for a lead investor. So if you want to join us on our journey to provide 10 times more efficient data labeling utilizing Web3, please reach out to us after this event. Thanks to Zero-G and OnePiece Labs for having us.
After undergoing a significant transformation through the incubator, MetaPath has rebranded as Kindred and is now positioned to revolutionize human-AI interaction.
Hey, I'm Max, the CEO of Kindred, and we're crafting human-AI symbiosis. Where does the future of human-AI interaction lie? Do we see this continuing to be this faceless functional tool, or something more? Something deeply integrated into our daily lives, making it as natural as a conversation with a trusted friend? These questions led me to my master's thesis and my current PhD collaboration with Nanyang Technological University. See, the form factor of AI is still in its nascent stage, and so we stand at a pivotal moment in the evolution of our relationship with AI. So I assembled some of the best people I know to tackle this. My CTO and I both have several exits in the past, with one being his enterprise AI chatbot startup. I have my award-winning product manager from Apple and innovators from Binance and Disney. It's a unique combination of functional executors from the AI space and highly experienced human-centered designers. We found that consumer AI has a major engagement and retention problem, often falling 60 to 70% below industry benchmarks. And actually, there's really only one area that bucks the trend, the AI companionship category. The primary issues stem from three main ideas. Firstly, users gravitate towards the most convenient AI, even if it's less functional. Secondly, the explosion of specialized AI agents creates friction as users must repeatedly train each one with their contextual information. And thirdly, many still see AI as a tool for specific tasks rather than an integral part of their lives. This results in some pretty poor user experiences and pretty much disloyalty, a trend that's actually worsening. So my team spent over a year and a half iterating on a new form of interacting with AI, one that's instantly accessible through our proprietary overlay technology, contains a decentralized memory for personalization and data privacy, and a companion that fosters a deep emotional connection that users genuinely want by their side every day.
Your Kindred is always with you because it exists on top of your screen, not within the website or application. Hey little Pudge, how we doing?
Hey Max, I'm doing super, thanks for asking. Oh, I checked your calendar, your 10 a.m. with Luca is in 20 minutes.
All right, I can then move the conversation onto my phone.
Are we walking? On it.
In just 4 months since our beta launch, we attracted nearly 100,000 organic users and are projected to surpass the current leader in the space, Character AI's user base, within a year. We triple their daily session times and exceed engagement and retention benchmarks while being the only officially licensed AI company collaborating with Web2 and Web3 IP brands. So how do we all do this? Well, partly it's our avatar ecosystem that leverages our partnerships with globally recognized IP characters like Teletubbies and Hello Kitty. See, by tapping into their existing fan bases, we're able to achieve high conversion rates at low customer acquisition costs. Our platform not only allows brands to create their mascots as Kindred companions, but also empowers vetted creators to build and monetize their avatars through on-chain royalties. Beyond fostering deep emotional bonds, our D-memory system securely stores contextual data on the zero-G network, ensuring complete ownership and privacy. Each interaction with your Kindred companion becomes a tailored conversation that feels personal and engaging whilst maintaining data security through segregated information access to AI services and partners. Your Kindred companion then serves as a familiar interface to access hundreds of AI services created for global brands and developers. This positions us as the perfect distribution vehicle for these services, while transforming your companion into this supercharged ally that's able to easily tap into specialized capabilities. Now, how do we all tie this together? Your companion depletes energy over time at a faster rate when accessing more powerful AI services. This results in both fixed and variable cost for users. You can also stake our token. Think of this as like buying solar panels for your home. The more you stake, the less you need to pay for energy, even up to the point where you can feed unneeded energy back into the virtual grid and earn. Revenue also comes from advertising like product placements and sponsored quest lines, and through our marketplace fees and premium characters. To give you an idea, our launch with our first character collection, Teletubbies, generated over $200,000 in its first month. So, what does the next 12 months look like for us? After I close our private seed round, we're gearing up for our token launch in Q1 of next year, right after our major IP announcements. We then have our monthly launches with brands like MapleStory and Hello Kitty, allowing us to hit 5 million monthly active users and begin to capture the broader AI assistant market. The future of AI isn't just functional, it's relational. At Kindred, we're building AI you can truly connect with, becoming indispensable parts of our daily lives. Remember, you are the hero to your own story. Let us create your ideal sidekick. Thank you.
NiceSense is creating a modular AI-powered stack that simplifies Web3 complexities. It's a secure platform for developers to build Robinhood-like experiences for Web3 without sacrificing self-custody.
Hey everyone, I'm Johnny, founder of Nine Suns. We're building the Robinhood-like experience in Web3 100 times faster. Building the AI-powered abstraction layer for self-custodial finance is critical to mass adoption. Complexity kills adoption, especially in DeFi. Robinhood alone has more daily active users than all of crypto's active wallets. The higher the complexity of a topic, the less user base around this topic is known. This is true across all divisions. If you look at the user journey of Web3, the siloing and fragmentation of the user's journey is the reason why Web3's adoption has been quite slow and small. If you look at application stacks like Robinhood, its closed environment source allows the user to easily navigate safety, onboarding, as well as ecosystem access through one unified experience, either the mobile phone or the web app. If we were to take this lesson from Robinhood, for example, we believe we're building the solution towards a Web3 mass adoption. Our 5 core features in Secure Data Vault, ZK Intent Engine, enterprise-grade security, AI-assisted user workflows, and of course, cross-chain compatibility are key towards building this both-side market space to allow developers to access a simplified UI stack as well as their end users doing so. Here's an example. Our AI process and onboarding flow will capture the end user's interest as well as risk profile. And through there, the AI will tune to the information it provides and has access to in the Secure Data Vault through an example like such. I want to trade 10 Solana for USDC and send half of that to my sister. We will check all the requirements and whether or not the sister exists in my social network. And it will prompt once it has validated the entry through this UI. My simple approval will trigger a orchestration of an embedded wallet using something like Lit protocol or Turnkey and orchestrate cross-chain transfer to my sister. All this is done without exposing me to complexity or jargon. We can achieve this because we are 100 times better than that of any other Web3 companies. At the core of it, our AI intent-driven workflow is key and critical to simplifying Web3 complexity stacks. And of course, our Secure Data Vault guarantees self-custody. The orchestration of private data, we believe, is important to expanding our ecosystem on our SDK value. We believe sharing private data through our strong, powerful intent engine, as well as privacy data vault and policy engine, will be key to speedy launches for our ecosystem partners. Under the hood, we're combining blockchain protocols, liquidity services, dApps to make it simple for developers to access. And of course, their end users is getting access into the AI tooling available on phones through our strong policy engine, SDK, and Secure Data Vault to guarantee self-custody. Our plan towards 100 million active users start at the phone. There are over 5.4 billion mobile devices of Android and Apple. We're starting with Up Network, which is a phone building on top of Movement Labs to do so. We've already launched our Secure Data Vault and API, and we're strategically working towards launching our DeFi focused stack by DevCon and expanding our ecosystem as we go. By Q1, we expect to have our testnet, enterprise solutions, and expansion to other verticals. We have the best team to build this. With over 30 years experience, I was the founding engineer at Evmos, a layer 1 EVM in the Cosmos. Chan was the founding engineer at Bird, the scooter company, took it from zero to IPO. We have major tractions across Movement Labs, Zero G, Nillion, Stellar, and we're excited by the progress. We believe transaction fees will be our key to our sustainability, and we have a large access market within DeFi compliance as well as AI deepen. Our tokenomics is simple, and of course, we are building towards a stack that simplifies Web3 through AI power simplicity, enterprise-grade security, regulatory compliance, and self-custody preserved. Let's chat on Telegram. Thanks everyone for your time. Looking forward. Bye-bye.
The Fractpos protocol connects content on the internet into a peer-to-peer revenue-sharing network, establishing itself as the world's first inspiration network.
Hello everyone, this is Handor from S31 Labs. We're Fractopus, the inspiration network. Content on the internet is often controlled by centralized platforms and algorithms. Content creators are struggling to get revenue and exposure if not relying on these platforms. Often they get exploited. Content consumers, on the other hand, are trapped in information bubbles. To solve this problem, we designed the Fractopus protocol to connect content into an inspiration network. It is a peer-to-peer on-chain network where content creators can share revenue and exposure with each other. Just like Farcaster has Warpcast, we developed the first app for Fractopus. Copus is a multimedia publishing platform, also the browser of the inspiration network. Here we are on Copus. It is entirely Web2 friendly. And here we can see a visualization of the current inspiration network. And if we dive into one of the pieces, we can see that the piece has its inspiration sources. These sources and the percentages are addressed by the author of this piece. The percentages mean if I'm to tip $10 to this piece, 5% of that $10 will automatically go to each of these three pieces. And we can see the source also have its own sources. So the revenue stream goes on and on until it reaches to the very origin of things. Whenever a piece is getting paid, the money trickles up to its direct and indirect sources, creating tons of auto transactions. And we charge 1 cent for each transaction, given that every creator is only charged 1 cent, but it accumulates to a significant amount. As we scroll down, we can see the branches section of this piece. These are pieces that address this piece as its inspiration, therefore being listed in its branches section, gaining exposure. One can address any URL online as its inspiration source. For example, I address Jordan Peterson's work Identity as a source of my work Copus as a product. Anyone who has the Copus browser extension installed will see that this page has branches. Mr. Peterson, as the author of this page, will need to install the browser extension to see and manage its branches. Also, he gets to claim the revenue stream from all of his branches once he opts into the network. A user can claim authorship of content published on any URL. That's how we can connect any content published anywhere on the internet and become a cross-platform exposure and payment channel. The inspiration network is stored publicly available on DA blockchains such as 0G. While Copus is still in beta testing, there are already more than 1,500 pieces published and 2,000 connections made. In this month, we have seen 50% of organic user growth. We're a default content sharing channel of ComfyUI, one of the largest AI content creation tools with 10 million users. We're selected by Creative Destruction Labs, and we spoke at the DWeb camp this year. Our users give us a lot of positive comments and feedbacks. Copus is going to officially launch next month, and we designed a reverse multi-level marketing strategy for it. We're working with creative students and clubs in top universities in North America for them to address the more influential creators as their sources. Therefore, they can showcase their works on the influencers' web pages as their inspiration branches. In order to see and manage these branches, the influencers will have to install the browser extension. This will bring in more grassroots creators to join the network, making a flying wheel. As we're introducing a new paradigm for content creation and distribution, we're fundamentally revolutionizing the entire intellectual property industry. We have two key advantages. One is that with our unique business model, we can lower the charging from creators from 8 to 30+% to lower than 1 cent. On the other hand, we have a decentralized, user-friendly, therefore very competitive product. We're supported by many. Our supporters range from reputable ventures, ecosystems, to creative communities, activist communities, and academic groups. We're a team of 10 creatives with entrepreneurship backgrounds. We have all experienced the problem that we're trying to solve, and we want to solve it for everyone. Currently, we're raising a $2 million round to accelerate our growth. So if you are interested, please join us. Let's connect creativity. Thank you.
DataHub is pioneering the creation of the first privacy AI agent for data rights, empowering users to own and control their digital footprint across Web 2 and Web 3, transforming it into valuable data assets.
First off, I would like to thank the Zero G team for having us in this AI incubation program. At DataHive, we're building the world's first AI data asset layer 2, which transforms user and enterprise data liabilities into data assets via a privacy AI agent. In partnership with NYU Stern School of Business, we're launching our privacy AI agent across academic institutions to enable data ownership and privacy for students across the US and beyond, with 600 million users in the pipeline. For these users, we're solving an urgent need. Our unconsented data is powering a $1 trillion industry growing annually at 7% and is projected to be a $1.5 trillion industry by 2030. Although this is a huge industry and growing, the ROI is disappearing. This industry is massively inefficient for users and enterprises. Both are unable to enrich and monetize their data on their terms. From every $1 advertisers spend on a marketing campaign, up to 70% of it goes towards user surveillance. This margin is our opportunity. Users and enterprises don't have any real solutions which can provide data ownership and privacy. Apple likes to present themselves as a champion of privacy. They present users with information on the types of data apps will collect, but fall short on doing anything related to granting users with data ownership and privacy. Google, on the other hand, with their Manifest version 3, is making it even extremely difficult for ad blockers to block ads. They don't want users to even have the ability to block ads, which impact their bottom line. Managing data ownership and privacy is too time-consuming and laborious process. We're automating this end-to-end with our privacy AI agent. This runs on device to analyze the user's network data and instantly blocks all forms of data brokers and user tracking, helping users take ownership of their data and build valuable data assets. The privacy AI agent also goes out to each company holding data on you and exercises your data rights. By taking ownership of our data, users and enterprises build valuable data assets which they can monetize via our decentralized commerce marketplace. This marketplace uses blended execution so that it can run across all chains, be it EVM, SVM, and beyond. Users can assign chores to their AI agents, such as having their AI agent renegotiate a car insurance policy or their cell phone plan and beyond. This is user-owned AI running off user-owned data. In partnership with NYU and PERC Advocacy, we're starting the rollout across private and public schools in California and scaling across the US and beyond with 600 million users in the pipeline. We're starting with a freemium business model on the user side, and we'll introduce a paid tier post-beta, which will focus on enabling users with complete privacy. On the enterprise side, there is a subscription fee and a data activation fee. So we've booked in $150K in revenue, and we're on track to do $1 million. This positions DataHive as a clear leader. Solutions offered by our competitors are incomplete and focus on singular objectives, ranging from storing to selling to managing your data. No one is offering real automated data ownership. In partnership with Zero G and others, we're building the largest decentralized AI network, period. Last week, we launched our testnet. Now we're opening the platform to onboard 600 million users in phases. Our node sale is coming up in Q4 and TGE in Q1 2025. We're building a highly experienced team to help us scale quickly. Our leadership team comes from leading global institutions, and we have an IPO, exit, and Web3 experience under our belt. With this team, not only do we have a first mover advantage, but we're scaling quickly. We're raising $1 million for our beta launch, and we've secured $200,000 in commitments. We welcome partners, investors, and vendors to reach out as we build the world's largest data trust. Thank you once again, Zero G and OnePiece Labs, for your support.
Infinity Ground is building a decentralized and transparent ecosystem where everyone can play, create, and invest in AI-driven entertainment. including mini games, memes, and interactive stories movies.
Hey there, I'm Lenny, the founder of Infinity Ground. Before I dive into my pitch, let's start with a quick question. What apps on your phone do you use every day? And what kind of content makes you willing to share with your friends and family immediately? For many of us, I guess it would be the entertainment experience on social media. No matter it's an addictive mini game, hilarious meme, or engaging story and video. That's why we started creating Infinity Ground, a decentralized AI-powered playground for everybody to play, create, and invest in AI entertainment experiences. Our goal is to build a product that people would use every day and unlock the next wave of mass adoption. Our core team comes from AI and entertainment tech giants such as Google, TikTok, and Disney, Tencent, and NetEase Games. We have known each other for many years and have the experience of building products to serve millions of users and make monetization from a consumer side. We're focusing on two booming sectors at the very beginning: mini games and memes, which we call MGM. The MGM market is exploding now. Projects like Catizen, Hamster, and Pump the Fun have igniting the crypto market and demonstrating the strong demand for mini games and memes. However, there are big issues on the supply side. First, the technical barriers. To create MGM, especially mini games, is very time consuming and costly in a traditional way. Second, the issue the asset issuing problem. There is a need for a trustless, transparent environment for creators to issue tokens backed on their digital creations and for investors to join the investment. Infinity Ground is here to solve those problems. First, we offer an AI-powered playground where everyone can create diverse AI entertainment, games, memes, stories, and videos to break the production bottlenecks. We also provide a transparent launchpad for creators to issue tokens backed on their digital creations, enabling fundraising and rewarding early investors 10x easier. What makes us different from others, especially like platforms such as Pump the Fun and Catch is our AI-powered infrastructure. As more users join, we get more data, making our system more intelligent and attracting more creators and users in a positive cycle. In just 3 months, we have developed 6 games, with the fastest one only take 3 days, demonstrating a 70% improvement in production efficiency. In the beta tests, all of our community members showed strong interest in those creations. For example, our game B-Trump has gained 90,000 users in just 1 week, and with 90% of organic growth. Here is our product demo. We're excited to announce that we're going to release the first version on next month. By the partnership with Zero Gravity for data storage and data availability layer, we've built a secure, decentralized, and scalable infrastructure for all the creators and users. We have also secured the partnerships with 5 movie IPs and some top-tier global gaming studios, and expanding our ecosystem and increasing the content diversity. Thank you for your time. Please feel free to reach out. We're raising our seed round now. Thank you.
After incubation, 0x Knowledge has notably transformed its approach and will focus on building the future of the verifiable semantic web at Socrates Network. The Socrates Network is building the most performant and highest quality knowledge aggregator for teams to build useful AI agents and apps.
Hi, I'm Joshua and I'm sharing a bit more about Socrates Labs. We're building the knowledge layer for consumer AI. We're currently part of the OnePiece Labs and Zero-G Incubator cohort. We're building at the intersection of AI and Web3, which are two largely and rapidly growing sectors, starting first with the total AI market looking around $14 trillion, and as well as the crypto market cap, which is sitting around $2.1 trillion. But if we look at the Web3 and AI intersection, this is only accounting for around 1% of the total crypto market cap at around $21 billion. This presents a massive opportunity for us to grow together with a rapidly growing industry. In terms of the team, I'm Joshua. I've worked at Treehouse, Sandesk, and also College Dow. More on that in a bit. But I've worked at startups that have raised over $30 million in collective funding, and blockchain infrastructure companies that have gained around 150 million TVL over 2 months. Noah has deep expertise in both the AI as well as blockchain space and has worked with IP legal tech in the past. So diving a bit deeper into College Dow, I was one of the co-founders for one of the largest university blockchain networks in the world at around 100 plus universities worldwide. So we onboard a lot of universities and a lot of developers into the blockchain space. And we have found that, hey, there are a lot of workflows that are not too much improved on, such as people copy pasting from dark sites into ChatGPT, trying to share chats with each other. And a lot of these issues are still not properly addressed in the industry. And that actually opens up a lot of room for AI to rapidly improve the developer experience as well as the educational experience. So fragmented knowledge handicaps AI adoption. Number one, hallucination. AI can come up with a lot of unreliable output, which could make some specific use cases completely unusable. At the same time, AI interoperability is not where it could be, and AI cannot truly be collaborative. We can't share agents. We can't do a lot of these specific capabilities. In terms of technical debt, this costs the technology industry over $85 billion a year, and it could manifest in the form of code documentation drift, amongst many other kinds of things that slow teams down. As well for lost knowledge when employees leave without sharing knowledge, and tacit tribal knowledge costs large US enterprises over $40 million a year. As for Socrates Network, we're building the most performant and highest quality knowledge aggregator for teams to build useful AI agents and apps. So this has four main features that kind of covers the issues that we covered earlier. Number one being federated AI and ML to allow for inference and training at scale. Secondly, data provenance to know where data comes from and tracing all of that. Number three, looking at data ownership for organizations to truly own and secure the data, as well as share that. And finally, collaborative AI development with drag and drop editors, no-code platforms, and all sorts of tools to allow even non-technical builders to build with us. We'll be implementing this as a decentralized knowledge graph that stores not just knowledge, but also the relationships between them. So in terms of our technology, we'll allow users to develop and deploy knowledge assets across every chain. And Socrates Network will be that aggregation layer that connects all of that context together and deploys that onto AI agents. And for the knowledge bases, they will be stored on decentralized storage partners. In terms of the overall AI supply chain, we are looking at how people have been building compute and storage solutions, data agent marketplaces, helping to develop applications and agents. We sit more on the agent orchestration, so pushing data to the right agents and bringing them to new use cases, which allows us to work with a lot of players in the market, starting first with Zero-G, of course. Huge thanks for the team with helping us for all of our integration needs. In terms of the progress that we've made so far over the past 3 months, we've joined the OnePiece Labs and Zero-G Incubator, as well as the Open Campus Accelerator with Animoca. We've launched a product that has an integrated AI and Web3 knowledge-based product that will onboard data onto Socrates Network. We've also secured a lot of revenue opportunities together with partners, and we'll be rolling this out together with all of our ecosystem partners, such as Zero-G, Open Campus, and OnePiece Labs. So for our timeline, we're going to be raising our seed round at the moment. We have launched Bedrock, and we continue to launch our drag and drop editor for AI agents on chain, acquiring more organizations, and head towards our TGE next year. In terms of our investment, we're looking to raise $4 million in seed funding in the Q4 of this year, which will be primarily going towards product development as well as marketing, and finally towards operations and TGE. This has been Socrates Network. Huge thank you for OnePiece Labs and Zero G for this incubator experience. And we're looking forward to work with a lot more ecosystems as well as investors in this space.
Cygnus Finance aims to build the first modular real yield layer. At the endgame of real yield, it combines non-EVM systems such as TON and BTC with EVM ecosystem.
Hello everyone, this is Eric, founder of Cygnus Finance. Cygnus is the first modular real yield layer. At the endgame of real yield, we combine non-EVM systems such as TON and Bitcoin with EVM ecosystems. Nowadays, we find that there are two main problems the crypto world and layer 2s are facing with. The first one is a liquidity separation between EVM and non-EVM systems, especially after the launch of Bitcoin ETF. We can see that the token price and liquidity in EVM ecosystems and non-EVM systems exhibit asynchronous cycles. So users urgently need a solution that can simultaneously provide liquidity and real yield for their assets in different systems. For example, Ethereum supporter do not want to sell his staked Ethereum, but he also wants to earn yield from TON ecosystem. Then Cygnus can provide a great solution for him. The second problem is there is a lot of groundbreaking technology has emerged, but there are not so many new users. So after the withdrawal of liquidity, many infrastructure or layer 2s may die soon if there are no incremental users. So our solution is to provide a EVM-compatible ZKL2 that integrates Ethereum's security, modular data availability, and non-EVM liquidity. There are two main innovative features of Cygnus. The first one is that we provide a general Telegram SDK to largely lower entry barrier for incremental users for all projects deployed on Cygnus. And the second innovative feature is our liquidity validation system can provide a real yield for users, no matter his staked USDC, TON, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, these both EVM and non-EVM assets. This is an overview of Cygnus chain. For incremental users, our general Telegram SDK has achieved so many attractions. Now, we rank top 5 on TON, and our TVL has increased more than $50 million in a month, and we are nominated by BigGet as the most popular DeFi project on TON. We also received Optimism Foundation's retro funding alongside top-tier projects such as Lido, AVE, and LayZero. We also have great technical advantage. The TEP130 proposal we contributed has been approved by TON Foundation, and it is the first and only rebasing token standard on TON. Our yield-bearing LVS can provide at least 3 main resources of real yield for all users, including LVS fees, staking yield, and also our token incentives. We have very strong institutional credentials and first-class partnership, including Optimism Foundation, OKX, Coinbase, and Chainlink. And our core team members come from MIT, UC Berkeley, LTEX, TikTok, Tom, Goldman Sachs, and Google are all top-tier projects and universities. Here is some early spotlights from our marketing efforts. We will launch our beta testnet in Q4, and we will integrate with 0G's DAA. We will TGE in Q1 or Q2 in 2025. Here is an ecosystem map of
Vishwa is a revolutionary hyperstate channel that utilizes Bitcoin's Layer 1 security to enable seamless global transactions and enhance liquidity across blockchain ecosystems.
Hello everyone, we're Vishwa, and we're here to bring you along for the ride where we revolutionize blockchain finance by building a two-way solution allowing liquidity and payments to flow freely throughout Web3 and into the real world. As you can see, our solution is a hyper-decentralized state channel protocol. For all the less experienced folks out there like myself, we denominated it Layer M, for in the middle, or in between Bitcoin Layer 1 and all the other public chains and infra solutions. We're bridging Bitcoin's lack of widespread adoption and utilization, both in real-world applications and in Web3. Using Bitcoin can be complex and intimidating for non-technical users. That's why less than 7% of the global population owns cryptocurrency. Managing private keys, dealing with cryptocurrency exchanges, and understanding wallet security are barriers to entry for mainstream consumers. For crypto natives, the lack of liquidity and transparency in third-party and black box solutions, and the cumbersome consumption and high utilization fees implies the majority of users use their crypto for storage purposes rather than daily transactions. Having understood this problem, let's size our market and understand its pain points. Payments accounted for 44% of global blockchain revenue in 2022, and it's only growing. By 2030, blockchain payment revenue is expected to reach $1.4 trillion worldwide. As the digital gold that it is, Bitcoin is highly unharnessed. 70% of Bitcoin lies in the cold wallets of asset holders without providing any liquidity to the market or returns. That's over $1 trillion in value that remains idle. The remaining 30% of Bitcoin that is leveraged or quote-unquote liquid is actually held in solutions that are centralized or in black boxes, where the Bitcoin holders are forced to surrender their real Bitcoin into a third-party centralized solution in exchange for liquidity. Lastly, the only decentralized Bitcoin payment solution in the market, Lightning Network, our major competitor, has very low efficiency, slow adoption, no native collateralized debt payment capability, no cross-chain composability or smooth all-in-one payment aggregation. Therefore, it's a market ripe for disruption. At a high level in our protocol, you can hold your Bitcoin in your own UTXO and transact throughout the entire blockchain ecosystem, gaining returns in the form of yield resulting from any of that transacting, be that holding, investing, staking, swapping, and or paying on the chain of your choice, thus encouraging the highly sought liquidity of the market. Also, because it's layer 1, it comes with the safety of Bitcoin blockchain, and we provide complete transparency on yields generated and fees incurred. Vishwa is then the foundational, truly decentralized infra with self-custody of your assets that finally closes the gap and allows the free flow of crypto throughout the Web3 ecosystem and into the real world. In terms of tokenomics, we've designed a very profitable model. Our shareholders will receive our token VIA as retribution for their participation in our network. More importantly, however, in addition to the token's utility for community governments, approximately 30% of the entire platform's revenue will be redistributed back to the community to incentivize the stakeholders' engagement in the ecosystem. Vishwa has an extremely prestigious advisory team spanning both academia and business. Of particular reference, Professor Medard is a 20-year tenure professor at MIT who has authored more than 10 papers and holds over 80 patents in the field, currently co-authoring a new technical paper with the Vishwa team. We have an IMF alumni and IBM consultant, Wayne W., Zero Gravity founder and CTO, Michael Heinrich, and NGC Ventures partner, Wayne Z. Our team is also diverse in knowledge, origin, and experience. Nova, our CEO, is the team's glue. She's an aerospace engineer that helped take public one portfolio company when she was working as a GP in a SaaS and fintech fund. From that company, she poached Bao Shi, our CTO, who worked previously as their CTO and the leader of their blockchain lab and Web3 initiative. Since then, Nova and Bao have obtained grants and investments from 10 top public chains in 6 code languages and established Vishwa in mid-2023. Marco, our CEO, was a VP at a top exchange and has founded 3 projects, all of which were successfully listed on exchanges. Finally, I'm Sebastian, Vishwa's Chief Growth Officer, Stanford University alumni, and seasoned executive with over a decade of experience spanning private equity, startup funding in Silicon Valley, product development, and impactful leadership. We have multiple partnerships, as you can see, but of notable reference, Babylon, where Fisher, their founder and CTO, has provided high confirmation for Vishwa as the most advanced staking solution he has seen so far, so he's pushing for direct investment in us. And with regards to Zero Gravity, we've deployed on their platform for key value storage. We are Vishwa, Layer M for Bitcoin, fundraising $3 million in our pre-seed round.
Many thanks again for joining our inaugural demo day. This was a really big deal in the history of Zero-G. And of course, big thanks to our partners, OnePiece Labs, for helping organize everything. So we really hope that you enjoyed the brilliant presentations by our first batch. Please do get in touch with these amazing companies building on the Zero-G infrastructure. If you want to stay in touch with the Zero-G ecosystem, follow us on X at Zero-G_labs or subscribe to our newsletter on our website. Also, we are going to be decentralizing the Zero-G network via a node sale and are kicking off the pre-sale very soon. So write me directly at michael@zerog.ai or chat directly with me on Telegram via CaptainKirk_0G. And that's again the numeral 0 and G. And yes, I'm a Star Trek fan. Anyways, once again, really enjoyed having you at the inaugural demo day, and till next time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today's demo day. Thanks for watching it. If you are interested in talking or connecting with any one of these amazing projects, feel free to reach out to them through the bridge link we provided. And in here, I'd like to thank our dear co-hosts of this batch, Zero Gravity, for sharing their knowledge, their support, providing their trust to all the incubatees. And congratulate all the incubatees here for the completion of this 10-week journey with us. We will keep supporting you with the Zero-G team. So feel free to bother us anytime. We are looking forward to your great contribution to the Zero-G ecosystem and to the entire AI Web3 industry. So we'd also like to thank all the mentors, vendors, and community partners for providing your support to this batch, making it more successful. And of course, for each one of you, thank you for taking the time and joining us today. We're going to have 2 other batches by the end of this year. One is with Merlin Chain, Franklin Templeton, and OKX Ventures on Bitcoin ecosystem happening right now. The other is with Camp Network, mainly on SocialFi and ConsumerFi, starting from October. So if you're a founder on these narratives, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you have any portfolios that need help under these 2 narratives, feel free to refer to us. We're also going to have a lot of other new community programs, including hackathons, university tours, YouTube podcast, half-day conferences, and our monthly demo days. So if you want to learn more or join us, feel free to follow us on our Twitter, on our website, and join our Telegram. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much today. Let's work together and make more alpha projects happen. and make this Web3 industry more and more successful, bringing more Web2 users to Web3. Let's fucking go.